plus 12. It's roast back. I'm just feeling like my head is very full today. I was going to draw. Don't really feel like drawing right now. I was going to continue the Zentangle thing. But yes, my head is full. And if your head is full as well, then chill with me, I guess. Do whatever you want, you know, like whatever. I have my bonnet here with me. Kind of looks like a beret a little bit. Or it reminds me low-key of Tiny Chef. Tiny Chef. Tiny Chef. Y'all know Tiny Chef? What you know about Tiny Chef? What you know about me? What you know about me? The string of thoughts in this cranium of mine, crazy. How's y'all's week been? How's your day been? Your evening? Let me know. You know, times are fucking rough nowadays. Really try to find your own light if you can, when you can, however you can, as long as it's not hurting others. We seem to have forgotten that in this world today. Don't even joke, lad. Don't get me started on that shit. Or maybe do, I don't know. But anyway, feel free to hang out and chill with me. Don't know what we're gonna talk about, but now, my type. Number 1, I caught a shiny jumbo grimmsnarl. Yes! Yeah, woo! I finally did it. When it happened, I took screenshots. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to post the screenshots. Either way, I don't have my Switch here with me, but next video I'll show. Anyway, it took me almost a whole month. Let me mention, it took me almost a whole month, and half of those days, half of the month was me just not playing at all. I didn't get to gaming that day or Pokemon, or I just did not feel motivated to do the monotonous shiny hunt. Well, more specifically, jumbo hunt, because let me tell you, shiny hunting can be difficult when in Scarlet Violet, when you don't have the shiny charm or sandwiches or like, what is it, like the plus, you have to like defeat 60 to like 60 KO. When you don't do any of that, or even just getting the KO boost, very hard to get a shiny, though it's still easier. Having the shiny charm definitely speeds things up, and I've gotten quite lucky without using any sandwiches. And the times that I did try, it was usually for a harder Pokemon to spot the shiny, so I don't know if it did work and I just couldn't catch it because I missed it. Scary thought. Don't even joke, lad. Don't want to think about that I missed shinies. But you know what's crazy? With sandwiches, and then with the grimmsnarl, it's a really obvious shiny difference. It felt like quite easy at times, and then at times it felt like, whoa, that was a bust. That was a waste. That was a bungle. Bungle. My Tiny Chef hat. Anyway, sometimes it felt easy. Like, I think at most I got 5 shinies, and that was more towards the end of the hunt. The shiny jumbo hunt. Where were we? Now, my type. Okay, so for the hunt, right? Sometimes it was easy, sometimes it was a bust. harder than it should have been, it felt like. What I did was I saved beforehand in like the outbreak, in like the area, in a specific spot as well, because the area was not flat, it was like hills and shit like that, so I had to be even weirder in where I was standing so I could get more grimmsnarl than other Pokemon. And yeah, it was a whole thing. If you know, you know. If you a shiny hunter like that in that game, you know what I'm talking about. But I made a sandwich and I saved beforehand so that I could keep scrubbing the sandwich, save scumming, I guess, if you will. It had to be done. I don't have that many resources for sandwiches. It's rough out here trying to make a good sandwich. Maybe go make us a Sammy? Tomodachi life. It will be in my grasp soon, anyway. So I would make the sandwich. If you're ever, for some specific reason, if you're ever needing a shiny jumbo dark type, what you need is 2 noodles. Like you pick 2 noodles in the option, right? And then you pick 4 prosciutto pieces. So that comes out to 6, right? And then in like the condiments, you pick out 2 spicy herba mysticas. And I just put like a silver pick, whatever. I don't know if the pick counts. I don't think it does. Anyway, that's how you make that sandwich. And that's what I used, and that's what I was scrubbing for. Damn, it is hard to get a specific size Pokemon. And I guess like specific size is only really applying to the jumbo and the, what is it, the teeny tiny bitty boopity bobbity, the teeny tiny tibbity boobity bobbity boobity, that one, the small one, that little one. She's starting to bug me. I feel like that would only be difficult for that, because I was getting about, I guess, the general, what is it, equal separation, equal difference, equal amount of, what is it, like slightly bigger, good size, bigger, and then like this is a serious biggin. I was getting those equally, I would say. And I thought that the biggin one was, what's it called, like the biggest? No, I checked to make sure, but that is not the biggest one. The biggest one is when the size, Pokemon size check lady in Mesagoza, she goes like, now this is a big Pokemon, or some shit like that. She's like, I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon this big. Well, I think a Pokemon of that size deserves a mark or a title all on its own, or some shit like that. But yeah, she does like caps lock, like, now this is a big Pokemon. This is a big one. And oh my gosh, when I got that message, I was gooped, because I was low-key thinking it wasn't gonna happen. I re-rolled a lot of times. I closed the game without saving a lot of times to scrub through. And there were certain times where I felt like in the overworld, I'm like, this is the big one. This is it. This is the one. And it wasn't. Sometimes I felt like even more stupid, because I thought it'd be like, oh, like now this is big. And it would be like, oh, this one's a little bit bigger. And it's like, oh, I thought it was gonna be big. I thought it would be huge. Why is it that size? Why is it that size? But yeah, it felt very dunce cap, if you will. It felt very clown shoes, if you will. But I certainly did not feel tiny chef green hat, green tiny chef hat, tiny green chef hat. No, that sounds too different. Tiny Chef Green Hat. But yeah, I freaking got it. Really wasn't expecting to talk about Grimmsnarl and not even show y'all. Anyway, I named him Star Platinum, and as you know, I think you only get like 12 characters to name your Pokemon, so I could not name it like Star Platinum with the full lettering, so I had to use the star emoticon and then type out Platinum. And I was thinking maybe I could put like TW at the end for the world, or like :TW. That would have been pretty sick. But there's no space. I think even if I got rid of, what's it called? The spaces. And I don't like to not have spaces. It just feels off to me unless it's like a specific, like if it's a name, like, I don't know. But anyway, I think you know what I'm talking about. It just feels like I can't do it. But yes, Star Platinum. I have Star Platinum in my hands, and he's in a luxury ball, and now he is the first on my team. I switched up my team a little bit. I'll show you that as well. Now, my type. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue size hunting Pokemon, because that was fucking rough, let me tell you. Damn near a month. I think I started January 1st. Yeah, I started January 1st, and because I remember I had to keep it frozen on January 1st, and I thought that was interesting. And in my head, I was thinking maybe I'll take more January 1st pictures in Animal Crossing, but I didn't. Took enough. But yes indeed. It was January 1st to like January 26th or 27. I forget. But it was like in the high 20s. And like, what does January have? Like only 30 days? 31 days? I forget. They used to teach you how to like count if a month has 30 or like 31 days. It's like 31 days on the knuckle, 30 days on like the dip. And it was like January. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lost art for me, unfortunately. Maybe I'll fact check that when I can. But I don't know. I'm low-key, I'm wondering, like, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Sorry if that was, like, extremely loud. That's me interviewing myself. Was it worth it? You know, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know. Imagine like you're interviewing someone and they're like, you know what? I don't know. And they just walk off like with determination. Like they're not like slinking away. They're just like, you know what? When you really put it that way, I don't know. Like, okay. That would be very silly. But yeah, I really don't know. I'm still debating about a teensy tiny cutie fly, shiny cutie fly. Oh my god, that just gave me psychic damage just thinking about it. I don't think I will, y'all. Maybe I'll just make, what's it called? Like a teensy tiny fairy shiny sandwich. Very specific combo. But god damn, when I was shiny hunting cutie fly, that was really hard. That was really hard for my eyes, my psyche. Not really much my psyche, but that was definitely like, what's the word? Mind-numbing. Tedious. It was mind-numbingly tedious. And so was the Jumbo Grimmsnarl, but at least they're big and they have an obvious shiny. Cutie fly would not be this way. Cutie fly would not be this way. So I still have to think about that. Well, let me tell you. But yeah, so there's that update. And I guess this is the grimmsnarl video where I talk about grimmsnarl. I feel like I'm talking about my grimmsnarl, and it's like, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. She lives in a different town. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. She just doesn't go to the school. Like, okay, like where's the girlfriend? Where is the grimmsnarl? I will show you. I will show you. Trust and believe. But yes, that hunt is done. And I think on top of that, don't know if I mentioned, but I did get a little bit of other Pokemon, right? Because I got the Lotad and stuff. I think I told you all that. Anyway, guess that's it. I don't really know. I hope me waffling about shiny jumbo grimmsnarl helped, ease your spirits a little bit. Feel free to hang out more. Feel free to not, like whatever. But I don't know.